The West, spearheaded by the US, implemented unilateral sanctions against Russia, anticipating a severe impact on the Russian economy. Contrary to the expectations, Russia, which was facing economic challenges before the conflict, saw a resurgence, particularly in its defense sector, which received a significant boost. A recent Reuters report sheds light on the substantial financial losses Western companies have incurred in their haste to exit Moscow. This development offers a new perspective on the economic fallout of the sanctions and the resilience of the Russian economy.
We will tell you all about it. Before that, if you're a fan of non-corporate monetary news and analysis, you've landed on the right YouTube channel. Okay, let's begin.
According to a recent analysis by Reuters, foreign companies operating in Russia have incurred substantial losses amounting to $107 billion due to their departure from the country. The Reuters analysis, while not detailing a comprehensive list, highlights significant financial setbacks for companies like Shell, HSBC, Polymetal International, and Yandex NV as they navigate the aftermath of exiting the Russian market. These companies have encountered financial losses primarily through write-downs and lost revenue. Write-downs occur when assets sold in the exit process fetch a lower price than their initial purchase value, leading to financial discrepancies that need to be accounted for. On the other hand, lost revenue streams from the foregone profits that would have been realized had the companies continued their operations in Russia. Adding to the complexity, the analysis points out Russia's stringent measures that complicate the exit process for foreign companies. These measures include demanding discounts on asset sales and enforcing strict exit criteria, which further escalate the financial burden on these companies. The corporate withdrawal from Russia is extensive, with estimates suggesting that over 1,000 foreign entities have left since the onset of the Ukraine conflict. Moreover, the analysis sheds light on the precarious position of numerous consumer goods companies that opt to remain in Russia. These entities justify their presence by claiming to supply essential products, yet they navigate a labyrinth of sanction and an unpredictable market landscape. The possibility of Russian retaliation against these economic pressures looms large, suggesting a scenario where assets could be frozen or further sanctions imposed. The figure of $107 billion represents a significant increase of one-third compared to the losses reported in the August of the previous year. The analysis based on the company filings underscores the financial impact of the mass exodus of over 1,000 Western firms, which began curtailing or completely ceasing their operations in Russia following the outbreak of the conflict with Ukraine. This information aligns with reports from the Russian state-owned agency TASS. The withdrawal of these companies is expecting to have far-reaching consequences beyond the immediate financial losses. Analysts highlight the potential deprivation of skilled Western labor in Russia, pointing to a two-way street of loss. A report from RIA News suggests that the West stands to lose assets and investments totaling to at least $288 billion, especially if it opts to confiscate frozen Russian assets to aid in the rebuilding of Ukraine. The backdrop of these developments is a series of sanctions imposed on Russia by Western nations shortly after the war commenced. These sanctions, including freezing approximately $300 billion of the Bank of Russia's gold and foreign exchange reserves. Subsequent sanctions introduced in February further isolate Russia, with reports indicating that these measures are deterring countries such as China, Turkey, the UAE, and even India from increasing their purchases of Russian oil. Additionally, Russia faces challenges with deferred payments as banks in the UAE and other regions exercise increased caution. A report by The Guardian indicates that the departure of foreign firms from Russia has inadvertently benefited the Kremlin's supporters. In their haste to exit, Western companies have been compelled to divest their assets at significantly reduced prices, often to entities affiliated with the state. Notably, Timati, a Russian rapper known for his support of Putin, has acquired numerous Starbucks and Domino's pizza outlets, subsequently rebranding them under Russian names. This scenario underscores a broader sentiment among Russians, many of whom perceive Western sanctions as unjust. The call to buy Russian and boycott Western companies has gained traction, further solidified by President Putin's re-election, reflecting a nationalistic shift in consumer behavior and political sentiment. About a month ago, we released an in-depth video examining the pre- and post-war economy of Russia. Despite the quality and depth of the analysis, it unfortunately did not attract as much attention as we had hoped. However, if you are interested in understanding the economic dynamics of Russia before and after the conflict, we highly recommend checking out the video. It provides valuable insights into the shifts and trends in Russian economy during this turbulent period.